It's been a while since we've done like a casual live, but I have some hot topics that I wanted to talk about. I also wanted to say hey and remind you guys I have a live show this Friday here in New York City. Even if you're not in New York City though, you can watch it. There's a live stream option. Ticket information is available in the description of this video. So shout out to all of you that have gotten live stream tickets already, but make sure you get your ticket. If you've been waiting to get your ticket, make sure you get your ticket before the show, because once the show starts, tickets will not be available. I'm not even sure when they cut it off. They might cut it off a little bit before the show. So if you've been waiting to get your tickets for the Kempire After Dark live show, get your tickets now. Ticket information is available in the description. Hey, know what? Hey, Jaceline. Got my ticket today. All right, Jaceline. Hey, Queen. What's going on, everyone? Don't forget to like the video as you come in. Hey, singer DST. DST says, I'm here, Kemp. I'm here. Hey, Flipiana. Hey, Nia. Where's everyone? Before we get into some of the hot topics I wanted to talk about, let me know where you're watching from. Mel says, I got to go get my tickets. Don't wait too long. I get it. Some people are waiting on funds to come in, but make sure you get your ticket before the show. And if you're in New York City, get your ticket to come and meet me in person, because I'm telling you, there are things that are said offline during meet and greets and off stage that y'all gonna miss out on if you're not in person. Chicago's in the building. Austin's in the building. Got a few people in Chicago. The Bronx, what's going on? Kendra, thank you so much for the super chat. Hold on, let me do this because I have to read it as they come in. Kendra says, I got my ticket and I'm glad K. Michelle replied to regular Robin. We're going to talk about it, Kendra. I have a list. I know I couldn't put everything in the title of this video, but we have a list of things that I want to talk about. I did do a short form video. This is why you should follow me multiple places, because sometimes I'm doing quick videos on TikTok, and sometimes I remember to put it here on YouTube. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I put it later. So make sure if you want to be the first, be sure to check that out. Thank you, Raquel. Raquel says, I'm looking forward to the live streaming of your show this Friday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For those that are waiting to get their tickets, go get your tickets today. First of all, we've sold more tickets for the live stream than the in-person, which I'm not surprised at. I'm an online commentator. So that have people that watch from around the world. So I appreciate that. We have quite a few people that have already gotten their live stream tickets. Matter of fact, I'm going to give a shout out to some of the people that did. Let's do that. I was doing this when I was on TikTok, but you guys weren't here for that. So first of all, there's so many. I couldn't read everyone, but there's so many. So I just want to give a couple of, I'm just going to sporadically go through some of the people that have bought tickets. I'm not going to read their last names. Jasmine R, thank you. Michael A, thank you. Roderick M, thank you. Delilah L, thank you. Minka W, thank you. Julian C, thank you. Nicole C, Kelly V, Toonie E, Genesis M, thank you. Sally Matu S, thank you. Nicole P, thank you. Melanie W, Sheena, thank you. Sharon R, Dorothy P, Elliot A, Piju M, thank you. Rashida C, thank you. Celeste. I can't possibly, we have way too many people here, but I'm going to skip around. Anastasia L, thank you. I already see Cynthia. I see your name. You got a Cynthia who's always here. I see your name in here. Your government. Jasmine L, thank you. I used to work with a Jasmine. But anyway, I don't think it's the same. London R, thank you. Carol. Karen S, thank you. Brandon M. Nawal J, thank you. Shannon. Fatima A, thank you. Gabrielle, is that your name? Gabrielle S? I liked how you did that with that name. Oh, well, how your parents did that, but yeah. Doris V, Cassandra C, thank you. Sajine J, Caraday P, Regina B, thank you, thank you. I'm just saying thank you to some of the people that have bought their live stream tickets. So thank you. I'm going to read a couple more names and then we're going to get into the hot topics, just giving people, because people were not expecting me to go live. Piju M, thank you. All right, I'm reading some of the same names. Let me go back up. Paula M, thank you. Emily E, thank you. Cindy V, Dan K, Shala B, Gabriel S, Tiffany G, Delia J, Aisha M, Tracy P, Latasha M, Kanitra B, It sounds like I'm rhyming. All right, Kawana says, I'm going to buy my ticket tomorrow. Just make sure you guys buy your ticket before Friday. You can try on Friday, but again, if you can, buy your tickets before Friday. Definitely before the show. Thank you, AT. I'm trying. You know, they give me the list here because, you know, the other platforms don't necessarily have the access to everyone that purchased tickets, but the New York City show, shout out to the Green Room 42, where our live show will be. I have the list in front of me. So, okay, before we get into some of the hot topics, I want to thank some of the in-person tickets, but I will see you in person, the people that got their tickets for the in-person tickets. Let me start from the bottom. Okay. Lindsay S, thank you. I will see you on Friday. Bryant O, see you on Friday. Hope S, I'll see you on Friday. Amanda K, see you on Friday. Cheryl G, see you on Friday. Fabiana M, I'll see you on Friday. Bahia L, Bradley V, Doris R, Nicole S, Allison B, Alicia H, Haley B. Haley, I like that. Shadrika K, Jennifer John. Never mind. I don't want to put out people's full government, but it's probably plenty of, you know. Anyway, so thank you, Jennifer. See you on Friday. Girthna E, Samira M, Angela H, Valerie S, Thomas D, Yoselin H, Kiana T, Tanya B, Adrian J, Lisa Taylor, Justice L, Tara Y, Rahina, I'll see you. I know Rahina. Tara, I'll see you on Friday. Dana, I'll see you on Friday. Tish Lani, I'll see you on Friday. Bakari, see you on Friday. Jennifer B, Starnisha, see you on Friday. Catherine G, see you on Friday. Shalise P, I'll see you on Friday. LaShonda B, Candace J, Natalie W, Kayla M, Samir R, Marsha O, Lamar S, Maria G, Gregory J, Sati F, Cheryl G, Jeannie C, Monica S, Jessica A, Colleen W. See you on Friday. All right. Oh, wait. I have only a few more names. But these are the in-person tickets. I want to thank the people that have already gotten their in-person tickets. We still have more tickets to sell for in-person. So if you're in the New York City tri-state area, it's a Friday night. What else are you doing? Let's be honest. And don't be afraid to come on your own. We're going to be spilling all kinds of hot topics, okay? All right, so I want to say thank you to Kelly S. See you on Friday. Tiffany S. See you on Friday. Deirdre B. See you on Friday. T.A. I'll just say T.A. I will see you on Friday. Tawana H. See you on Friday. Joyce R. See you on Friday. Paula B. See you on Friday. Ida B. See you on Friday. Whew. All right. And I'm telling you, there's a bunch of people that got one ticket. Somebody got three. Okay, three. Oh, Rahina. She told me she was bringing her friends. It's a girls' night out. Oh, Lisa T got 3 tickets too. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. Again, there's still more room for all of you guys. For Greta, thank you for getting your live stream ticket. Again, ticket information for the Kempire After Dark live show is available in the description. Tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. PST, I will be live on Instagram with the Brooke Ashley talking everything hot topics, but we're not going to give you too much. All right, solo travel. N-Dub is coming to the show. It's coming all the way from the West Coast to the East Coast for this show. All right. Vivian, I would be careful with you coming in here. You might be new here, Vivian. One thing you're never going to do is tell me how to run my show. I'm trying to thank the people that have bought tickets to support my live tour. If that's too much for you, you know what you can do. This is the villain era. Don't test me. Like I'm just sitting here doing nothing. I'm thanking the people that bought tickets to my live show. Thank you. Get with the tea. You know where you can get the tea. You see the hot topics. You can Google schmoogle it. I'm pretty sure you're here because you want me to give it to you. So patience is truly a virtue. All right. Anyway, we will move on. It's okay. No one pissed me off. It's all right. Let's get to the hot. I just wanted to thank everyone that's already gotten their tickets for in-person and live stream tickets. All right. let's get to some of the hot topics. So one of the first hot topics that I wanted to talk about, yesterday I really wanted to go live and talk about the Video Music Awards, the VMAs, and you may have seen a video that I did talking about how the VMAs did not honor Ananda Lewis. If you don't know who Ananda Lewis is, she was one of their iconic VJs, but she also started on BET. She had her own talk show. She passed away, as you may recall, back in June. In the video that I did, I said, I hope that the BET Awards will celebrate her. So there were a lot of people saying, well, the BET Awards already happened. Well, yeah, there's next year. Literally, Ananda passed away 2 days after the BET Awards. The BET Awards were June 9th this year. And then the BET Awards BET Awards were June 9th, and then she passed away June 11th. Okay. Exactly, Mr. Melmagic. VJ meaning DJ, but yeah, basically. But yeah, so I almost completely forgot, we're watching MTV and we're watching the VMAs until Busta Rhymes accepted his, they were celebrating Busta Rhymes. He gave a fantastic performance. He gave a speech. And in his speech, he mentioned Ananda. And if you remember, there's an iconic photo of Busta Rhymes and Ananda Lewis at Aaliyah's funeral. Okay? And see, the Pink Tea says, I saw your title and went looking for her tribute. I can't believe they did that, shaking my head. Well, I know some people that work at MTV, and I also know some people that used to work at MTV, and they said commonly they don't do like an in memoriam. Fine. But they still could have celebrated her life in some shape or form. After Busta Rhymes said what he said, there could have been some sort of celebration of her in that moment, especially because they don't have VJs like that anymore. She was a part of a golden era when it comes to MTV. MTV is not what it used to be. Yes, they still have the VMAs, and the VMAs saw a huge jump in their ratings since the 2019 ratings that they had. They saw a huge jump this year. Some might say it's because of Mariah. Others might say, it's the other people. There were quite a few people I did not know, like the Best New Artist. I knew his song when I finally heard the song, but when I heard that he won Best New Artist, mind you, a male artist had not won Best New Artist in a few years. But when I heard his name, I was like, I've reached the age where I don't know who are at these awards. And Rose, who had the collaboration with Bruno Mars, her speech was entirely too long. Mariah Carey's speech was way shorter. And she was being honored. But first of all, question to the audience, and shout out to the replay crew. These awards, do they really even mean anything? Did they ever really mean anything? But the fact that Mariah Carey won her first VMA this year says everything that I need to know about these awards. The fact that Lady Gaga won Entertainer of the Year in Beyonce's huge Cowboy Carter year and tour. And look, I love Lady Gaga. I love her appreciation for being a real musician that sings and writes and does all of that. However, her album was not that impactful for her to be Entertainer of the Year, in my opinion. You know who was Entertainer of the Year at this awards for me, though? Mariah. And I know what you're thinking. Mariah? She barely moves. No, she was moving in this performance. In comparison to her other performances, Mariah was moving the shoulders. I was like, okay, Mariah, she was giving us a little bit more than usual. A little bit more than usual. But look, Mariah doesn't need to do or prove anything to anyone. She gave us all that she could give in her prime. I don't need Mariah to do anything. Mariah's discography, her stats speak for themselves. She don't need to give us anything. But come on, go back and watch the performance. She definitely gave us a little bit more than she was giving, all summer. I'm excited about her album, though, because no matter how you feel about Mariah and her lack of performance, she's a stellar songwriter. Just saying. So I'm looking forward to her project. Sidebar, speaking of new projects, did you guys see all of the funny promo that Cardi B has been doing? She just posted a new video where she's talking about, she just announced Am I the Drama in-person meet and greets that she will be doing, which if you are of a particular age, you know, we have not seen in store. I don't even know where she's doing these because there's no record stores anymore. She's doing in-store meet and greets with her fans for her new project, but she's making it a joke. She did a parody the other day where, if you're a New Yorker, you get it, where you see like the guys selling the CDs on the street. She did something like that recently. She just did a video talking about how Atlantic stripped her budget, her marketing budget. So she's doing all of this in-person stuff. But it was to announce a real in-person project. I'm not sure, y'all, if she's really pregnant because she's really out here promoting. But I appreciate the humor. I want us to get back to artists instead of them beefing on social media and hearing about their drama. And this is someone that reports on drama. But I also like to report on stuff like this where we're just having a good old time and it's funny and but I give it to her. She's very good at marketing herself. She always has been. Even before she became a huge artist, she was huge on social media. It's important for us to remember what I'm saying now, because when we talk about Giselle and what regular Robin had to say about what's happening in Atlanta and Married to Medicine and RHOA, it's important to know because they mentioned Cardi B as well. Jen says she's definitely pregnant. I don't know, y'all. I'm like, I know when we were watching the court case, I was like, she's definitely pregnant. But again, I'm going to wait till she confirms it. Ooh, that tea is hitting. Thank you, Rita. Rita sent me tea. That tea is hitting, Rita. I should be having it in the cup you got me, Rita, but sometimes I just grab whatever's in front of me. Tears of Joy says that Cardi B isn't pregnant. We'll have to wait. If she is, if she isn't, we'll have to wait. But overall, my favorite performances have to be Busta Rhymes' performance, because Busta Rhymes has so many hits from the VMAs we're talking about. I'm actually surprised, though, Cardi B didn't have a performance at the VMAs. That seems like a miss for promotion, don't you think? Like, you're a huge artist, hip-hop artist, huge artist, but hip-hop artist too, and you didn't perform at the VMAs? I have to go get my nails done before Friday for the live show. Doja was good. Doja opened up the VMAs. I love that she's sort of celebrating. She brought out Kenny G. Again, if you don't know who Kenny G is, then you're not of a particular age. Because Kenny G, although he was an instrumentalist, he was huge. He was like a pop instrumentalist. A lot of the big artists utilized him on their songs too. I don't know if she's working with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. It's very inspired by their sound from like the 80s and 90s. So I liked her performance. She's a very good performer. And no matter how you feel about her personality, because there's a lot that we can say. And you guys can hear the sounds of New York behind me. You'll be strong, okay? Right? Oh, I love Kenny G during the holidays. I love Kenny G when, just like his album. But I was so shocked to see him on her performance. I was like, is that Kenny G? The Pink Tea says her personality really sucks. Yeah. I love that. Aviana, love your name too. Aviana says, I love Kenny G and I'm 25, so smooth. That's because you probably grew up with parents that appreciate Kenny G and probably introduced you to Kenny G, probably. But I'm sure there were a lot of people watching the VMAs like, who's Kenny G? I mean, first of all, not even saying that. Like, who's that? But overall, my favorite performance, I don't know if I would say my favorite performance was Doja Cat. I liked it. I thought it was good. Who was my favorite? It was kind of lackluster. I'm surprised the VMAs did as well as it did. It probably did because it streamed on CBS mainly, but of course all the other platforms that they own. So that probably really helped. We also didn't get an episode of Big Brother because of it. I know there's an episode tonight. I'm very annoyed with Big Brother right now, but we won't talk about that. Who else performed? I did not get a chance to see Sabrina Carpenter's performance because it came out towards the end of the show. And by that point, I was like over it, especially when I was really trying to pay attention to see after Busta Rhymes paid tribute to Ananda Lewis, if there was going to be some sort of tribute. because I was not going to rip them a new one until the next day. Because I was like, let me see if they do pay tribute to Ananda. Because again, even if it was 2 seconds, at least they thought enough to do that. Someone said in the comment section, it would have been even nice if one of the other former VJs came out and celebrated Ananda's life. That would have been fantastic. But I felt overall it was kind of okay. Lady Gaga gave us a very MTV VMAs performance. So not surprised by that. I didn't even realize the VMAs were in New York this year. It was at that new UBS location, stadium, arena, whatever you call it. Exactly, like a Carson Daly or Kurt Loder. I'm not sure if Carson could have done it because Carson works now for NBC Universal. I'm sure he probably could have. Ricky Martin's performance was so high energy. He looks great. I thought he did a fantastic job. They also honored him for the very first time this first Latin Icon Award. He deserves it. He should be the first one. I thought it was really cool. I thought Jessica Simpson presenting him the award was interesting. But they went on tour together. It would have been nice to see maybe another Latin artist presenting that award. But also, this was such a big year for so many big artists. Like, I get it. They can't get Beyonce. But where was Cardi B? Where was a Bad Bunny? Did I miss that? Did I miss Bad Bunny performing? Where was that? Just saying. The BET Awards were better than the VMAs. I'm trying to remember the BET Awards. Don't get me lying. I can't remember what happened. Oh, no, it was. Now I'm thinking, now it's coming back to me. Bill Bellamy would have been a fantastic choice, N-Dub. Bill Bellamy would have been a fantastic choice. Jen says that Bad Bunny's on tour. I know he's in Puerto Rico, and I think he had his final show where he hurt his knee. Was it the same night? I can't remember now. But it's okay. Blue Hoodie says, pull Bill Bellamy out the mothballs. Bill Bellamy is still thriving. He might not be thriving on television, but he still tours. He's a comedian, you know. Bad Bunny won't do shows on the mainland. You sure? He won't? He sure had no problem shucking and jiving for the Jenners when he was dating, quote, dating Kylie. Not Kylie, Kendall. Look me correcting myself. No, a lot of people were saying the BET Awards are canceled. No, the BET Hip Hop Awards and the Soul Train Awards have been canceled. I did not watch the Stellar Awards. When did it come on? Bill Bellamy does still look good. Hey, Cora. All right. So those are my thoughts on the VMAs. They were okay. Nothing to write home about. The biggest disappointment was that there was no even quick tribute to one of their most iconic VJs. Thank you, Belma. All right. What else is on my list of things to talk about today? Okay. Let's talk. Okay, before I get into some of the hot topics that are listed in the title, I do want to talk about some of the stories that I did short form, like K. Michelle responding to the Two Broke Girls podcast, you know, Giselle Bryant and regular Robin Dixon, and what they had to say. So I'm going to play this clip for you guys. First of all, just let me know if you can hear this before I play it, because I hate to play it and then you guys can't hear it. So let me just play this. Please hold. And keep liking the video if you haven't already.
Real Housewives of Atlanta has K. Michelle from Love and Hip Hop.
So I'm going to pause it. Let me know if you guys could hear it. Funky says, I appreciate Busta Rhymes for honoring Ananda. I'm so glad that he did, because he reminded me, I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, she passed. She was a VJ, an iconic VJ. Yes, can hear it. Thank you so much, Mr. Melon Magic. All right. Let me play this for you guys. So this is Giselle and regular Robin's podcast, Reasonably Shady, where they talk about what's going on when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta and Married to Medicine, recycling reality TV stars.
Real Housewives of Atlanta has K. Michelle from Love and Hip Hop on their show.
Okay, you had to clarify that though. Okay, but we're going to speak to that, but go ahead.
And Married to
Allegedly.
Medicine has Angel from Basketball Wives on their show. Atlanta has run out of people.
Okay, Angel from Basketball
She was a
Wives.
nurse.
I agree with Giselle. I don't remember Angel. A lot of you guys remember Angel, but it was years ago. But I'm glad that she's going to be on Married to Medicine because a lot of you were saying it when we had our Married to Medicine recaps. Bring in people that aren't just doctors. Those aren't the only people in medicine.
Really pretty girl.
Who is she married? Who was the basketball wife she's married to?
Are any of them ever married to a
What we're
basketball
dealing with?
player? I don't know. I just know that she was on Basketball Wives like a number of seasons ago.
Okay.
And it might have been like the LA version.
Is Married to Medicine supposedly, allegedly filming now? Are they filming now?
I guess so. I saw it.
They're not, and they wrapped the season Married to Medicine. I'm sure we're going to get a trailer very soon for Married to Medicine. I think Married to Medicine is probably going to air a little bit right after Real Housewives of Potomac. We could even talk about Potomac. There was a little bit of a trailer that was put out. Want to talk about Potomac after this? Let me know.
A picture of her filming a confessional for Married to Medicine.
Oh, wow. Okay. So are we rinsing and recycling?
That's what it looks like. So I'm like, out of all the people in Atlanta, now they're like, I really thought the network or the shows tried to like avoid crossovers from different networks.
True.
But I am like, Atlanta is running out of people. Well, because you're using people from other networks now.
But that's but 85, it stays on traffic. So they're not running out of people. Right. They got plenty of people in Atlanta.
Right. With 6 lanes.
But
12 lanes across.
Yes. I do want to say, and the traffic is traffic morning, noon, and night. Like it don't stop.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about K. Michelle really quickly.
Okay.
And this is allegedly, we do not know because it has not been said officially that she's on the show. I'm not mad at it. I feel like at first I was like, what? K. Michelle, that's weird. But out of the Love and Hip Hop, because I'm a Love and Hip Hop girl.
Right.
So out of the Love and Hip Hop.
I did not know that. Did y'all know that Giselle's a Love and Hip Hop girl? At this particular point, I don't know why anyone would watch Love and Hip Hop. I don't get why that's still on the air. It's so not what it used to be, but that's me.
World. There are very few people that I feel like have left that behind them and have gone on to do so many other things that it really wasn't a factor.
But she was already somebody before Love and Hip Hop. She was already who she was before Love and Hip Hop.
Is that a question?
No, I'm telling you.
Oh, you're telling me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So I think those people can come and go.
Okay.
And then you have people, Cardi B is one who was pretty much created on Love and Hip Hop.
Yes,
and
totally.
Now she.
Sidebar, Cardi B, I know some people were introduced to Cardi B on Love and Hip Hop, but if you followed her on social media, Cardi B was popping on social media way before Love and Hip Hop. I think that was the age of when they started to see social media influencers and they wanted to use their audience to bring them to reality television.
Use somebody else, but I think K. Michelle already had her career.
That's what I'm saying. So her being a housewife, she's married now. Her being a housewife, I'm not mad at it.
So you're saying Love and Hip Hop doesn't define her?
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
So I'm actually here for it.
Okay.
For K. Michelle.
Okay.
If that is happening allegedly, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it just like when I saw that, and then it was K. Michelle. I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then it was when I saw this other girl, Angel, was filming Married to Medicine. I'm like, okay, what is going on here?
They ran out of people.
Remember, regular Robin is no longer in this world, the Bravo universe. She's no longer a housewife. And if you came to one of my shows, I talked about Robin. So Friday, New York City, remind me to talk about Robin and why she might be a little salty. Nelson, thank you so much for being a member for 26 months. That's over 2 years. Thank you. Nelson says, K. Michelle, 8 regular Robin up. It's a Virgo season. Love on your fellow Virgo. Hey, can't wait for Friday. Yes. Oh, so you come in, Nelson. Nelson comes to all the shows. Let's be honest. But Nelson, it's his birthday season. I get it. So that's what the Two Pro Girls podcast had to say about what's happening in Atlanta. So K. Michelle, and look, in all fairness, what they said, no harm, no foul. It wasn't anything dramatic. I think some of us agree that it does feel like they're just constantly recycling the same people in Atlanta. I don't think it was that bad. But K. Michelle she's a Pisces, so she's sensitive about her ish. And I'm not mad at this new name that we're going to start calling Regular Robin. She probably doesn't watch our content, so even though she follows me. So K. Michelle has a new name for Regular Robin. Couch Potato. Okay. On TV, are you coming on Friday? On TV, already came to one of the shows. Okay. K. Michelle says this in the comment section. She says, why be so worried about me and my overly educated and successful self and what I might be doing? This is K. Michelle. She says, Robin, you ran out of a job a long time ago. You would love to be recycled, you little couch potato, just yapping. You should have ran through the hotel lobby where your husband was, lady. Giselle, you look beautiful. Leave me alone and let me yodel in peace. Why she come for Robin like that? She said, you couch potato. For those that want to know about my skincare, you can get 10% off of my discount code BUTTA in the description. Buttaskin.com/Kempire. This is all Butta skincare right now. Okay. So she wasn't done. K. Michelle was not done. K. Michelle says, I'm around here selling out shows and you selling baseball hats, but you worried about me and what I might be doing? The nerve of this couch potato. Why is couch potato? It's like really like innocent shade, but it's so funny at the same time. But that's K. Michelle's personality. I mean, I've heard so much stuff about Juan Dixon. I'm so shocked. I was like, are they still playing with the charade? The charade? K. Michelle's the nerve of this couch potato. Shamia says, I love K. Michelle. Like Robin, please. Hold on. Like Robin, please mind your business. But she has a podcast. This is what do they talk about other things on this podcast? I don't listen. Spill it on Friday, Kempire. What Juan doing? K. Michelle's mouth is lethal. She took it easy on Robin. You're right, Nick Nack. You're right. So I did a quick video talking about that, but of course we're live talking about some hot topics. So I wanted to briefly talk about that. The other video that I did today, if you want the long form video, you can check it out here on my YouTube page where I talk about what's happening between Simon Gobadia and Porsha. So, Porsha has me blocked, but thanks to the blogs, I still know what's going on over on her page. Okay. So Porsha went on social media earlier today to say, it's over. Thank goodness. Heart emoji, clap hands. Grateful. Honestly, when I read that, I was like, I mean, it could be anything that she's talking about. Okay. It could have been something that happened during the season. Well, Simon decided to come to social media to respond and says, here we go again with Miss 265. Still has learned absolutely nothing. Monkey emojis with hands over the eyes. Hashtag, it's over my ass. I feel sorry for no one involved in this situation. I don't feel sorry for Simon. I don't feel sorry for Porsha. I don't feel sorry for Fallon. I don't feel sorry. Only people I feel sorry for are those kids. Fallon's kids, Simon Gobadia's kids. I feel bad for PJ. Those are the only people I feel bad for because they're involved in all this mess. But she wasn't done. Simon also posted on social media talking about her going. Let me see if I can find the actual thing that he did. Because Porsha posted this video of her walking onto a private plane, and in the caption she put kissy face emoji and then put free peace. Okay. All right. Well, then Simon posted something about, hold on, let me see if I can find it, y'all, because I'm not on my regular computer. Let me go over to our friends over at the Bravo Shade because I know they posted it as well. Because he had another response for Porsha. My thing is, sir, just move on. Maybe it's in his, let me actually go to his profile because I know Simon ain't got me blocked. Right, Simon? You ain't got me blocked, Simon. Thank you, Simon. Nope, I'm not blocked. Simon then says in the Instagram story, plot twist, You didn't make the cut for December 2025. Then he put the Nigerian flag. And then he put hashtag, he spelled it wrong, find another daddy. Lord, poor thing. Poor thing. Simon is hurt, y'all. Let's be honest. Simon is hurt. He is hurt. So that wasn't it, though. After he posted that, because Porsha is petty Porsha, Porsha then says she reposted it and she put the, well, she didn't repost it. She basically just put in her Instagram story the American flag. Because you know, Simon has been deported, not once, but twice from the US, and now he's living in Dubai. I don't think Simon's going to necessarily get the last laugh, but I also don't think this is really necessarily over. What Porsha was talking about, for those that want context, what Porsha was talking about was the fact that his appeal, he was trying to appeal their divorce settlement, where he has to pay her monthly spousal support, about the keeping all the cars and being able to stay in the house. So he was trying to appeal that. The judge the court flat out said denied. It didn't even make it past the next steps to an appeal. So his appeal has been denied. Okay. I did a video talking about it. So if you want more context, I did a separate video here on YouTube. You can watch it there. Excuse me. Slay Bay says, I know the court's sick of him. But here's the thing. I'm sure the court is probably sick of him, but there's so many people that abuse the court system like this all the time. So they might be sick of him, but they're like, we see it every day. Angel says, Simon's heart's broken. Porsha's mad. Kempire can still see, even though she blocked him. Right, Angel? I mean, she makes it a little bit harder for me because I don't follow her. So blocking me, I'm like, whatever, girl. I still see your stuff. I never used to see your stuff straight from your page. But okay, it's fine. It's fine. So that was the update in regards to that. I also updated you in regards to Dr. Heavenly and her son. You remember her son apparently was arrested for driving his car towards a law enforcement officer. But now they've given him sort of these like pre-trial diversion therapy things that he needs to do. I did a separate video talking about it. I go through the entire list of things that he needs to do in order to avoid going to trial and going to jail. So I do want to play for you guys the clip that came out for the premiere episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. And I have to say, it got me a little like, okay, I'm looking forward to Potomac and what they're going to offer us. And it's a scene with Stacey Rush and Ashley Darby. So let me play this clip for you. Shout out to our friends over at the J Reality blog on X. I'm getting it from their page. So I'm going to stop and go because, you know, bravo. And they're, you know, I'm going to just say I'm playing this under fair use for research purposes and commentary. But I'm going to stop and go because that they don't care. Okay.
A new season of The Real Housewives of Potomac.
Someone proceeds to show me legal documents that say that TJ...
Sidebar, where are they? It looks like they're at a dress shop, but I was like, it can't be at Vivian's shop because you saw what happened with Stacey and Vivian.
Is actually trying to sue Stacey.
Sidebar, Stacey's makeup in this scene is horrible. And I've seen Stacey up close, beautiful woman, but the makeup here, I don't know what she was thinking. It looks bad.
I don't know what to say to that.
Stacey, okay, this is what I'm saying.
Stacey is such a good politician, sidebar.
And you're still gonna maintain to me that you're telling me the truth. Like, you're being truthful to me.
I am telling you that everything that I have told you has been the truth. But I can't talk about someone who brought you, like, it just starts to get ridiculous. Do you want to know the truth, Ashley?
I do.
I have forgiven TJ.
She's forgiven TJ? Mind you, TJ came to social media and was like, I got receipts and we haven't heard from him since. He probably got paid.
He has gone
allegedly
on with his life, and I am in a completely new space.
This is Ashley's face. Huh? She's moved on to her next storyline, Ashley.
Anybody who is going to hold on to a lie to this degree, when everything is put in front of you, and there's more validation and proof that you're lying, what is the scary bitch?
I am not.
You know what's more scary? That Ashley's still on this damn show.
Not going to rehash and go back and forth about an imaginary friend and imaginary
There's nothing
documents.
imaginary about her. She's very much in the flesh.
So
She's a very accomplished actress, actually. Okay? Yeah.
So I'm assuming Ashley must have had a conversation with an actress that knows TJ and basically is probably exposing Stacey this season. From what we've heard, Stacey is on the outs with the cast for the most part, to the point like no one was filming with her at one particular point, that she had to end up filming with a former Love in Marriage DC star. And no, not Monique.
Her name?
Ashley.
Yeah.
I can't control anything that anybody says.
But this is why
And that
everybody
is
thinks you're fake.
Let me tell you this.
This is why Kane's calling you fake.
I mean, I have to say Stacey is fake because she came to our show in DC, was all fake and sweet and buddy with us until I got some tea. And she must have thought by being nice to me that I was not going to share factual information about what she was lying about.
This is why the girls think that.
I don't
I'm
care if
trying
you
to
think
understand.
that I'm fake.
Okay, so you're just gonna lay and wait until it potentially comes
I am
out,
not
right?
going to lay and wait. I have been living a beautiful life, and I
Okay,
have moved on.
But this
I
is
just told you
new
that.
information now. So in the event
I
that he
think that
does
it's
come
new
forward,
information for you, boo. It's not new
No,
for
girl.
me. It doesn't matter what anyone says about me.
Stacey.
And if you want to keep talking about this,
I just want you to be honest. Are
Okay,
you okay? Are
but
you
what I want
are
you
you
to
actually
understand-
divorced?
I am absolutely divorced.
Because you remember a lot of people speculated off the trailer for the season that is she still with her ex-husband? Well, now, according to Ashley, she can't find the fact that Stacey is divorced.
And
Why
I
isn't
am.
it anywhere in any of the databases
Because
for the
it's
state
not
of
for
Virginia?
anybody's business
It's
to know
public.
where
That's,
it is.
That's how it happens, girl.
But I don't
Do you want to
that.
see if I'm divorced? 'Cause
No.
it's there, clear as day.
Listen,
It's in the Virginia database system. If you search me, you will see, it's very public, that I'm divorced. I couldn't find Stacey to save my soul.
Says no results found. But here's the thing. We still haven't found the marriage license for Juan Dixon and Regular Robin's marriage. Did anyone ever find those?
You are a busy
I
mom
was
of
so-
two out here
I was so
singing and
emotional.
performing, and you're on the internet looking for me?
Why does she have time to Google about me? She needs to be Googling a voice coach.
Boop, boop. For those that were wondering whether or not the singing storyline for Ashley was going to be part of her storyline, apparently it is. And honestly, that was a bar. Let me play it again because I thought that was good.
And
Emotional.
performing, and you're on the internet looking for me?
Why does she have time to Google about me? She needs to be Googling a voice coach.
The new season.
Boom. Boom. Look, and you guys see, I don't care what happened between me and Stacey. If Stacey is going to bring the same energy she brought last season, I'm gonna enjoy her. Still I rise. Still I rise, Stacey. I'm here for it. I am here for it. But I'm still gonna call you out when I think you're lying. Auntie Eva said that was a good read. I agree. I need to play it one more time and then we're gonna move on.
Me?
Why does she have time to Google about?
Uh-oh, it froze because I played it 2 minutes.
She needs to be Googling.
Wait.
Singing and
emotional.
performing, and you're on the internet looking for me?
Why does she have time to Google about?
Why does Twitter do that? Well, it was playing back and forth for me. It's because Twitter, God, you know I'm being messy. I like hearing it though.
And you're on the internet looking for me?
Why does she have time to Google about me? She needs to be Googling a voice coach.
The new
Boom.
season of The Real Housewives of Potomac premieres October 5th on Bravo and Peacock.
October 5th, guys. All right. Keep liking the video, guys. We're almost at 300 likes. We're talking a bunch of hot topics. So keep liking the video. Let's move on to my next hot topic. And that is this lawsuit that $260 million lawsuit from Derek Dixon. Remember Derek Dixon, who was suing Tyler Perry, accusing him of some terrible things, including SA. So let me give you an update, because he's sitting down with ABC News in an interview, Derek Dixon. So according to ABC News, actor Derek Dixon spoke out Tuesday in his first television interview since filing a lawsuit against media mogul Tyler Perry, sharing allegations of sexual harassment and SA he says he endured from the billionaire. Dixon, who filed a $260 million lawsuit against Perry in June, sat down with ABC News live anchor Lindsay Davis to discuss his allegedly complicated history with the media mogul, saying that he did not want to stay silent about it anymore, even though it's a vulnerable thing to talk about. He says it's been hard. Dixon said there's a lot of shame around it. Just trying to think what you could have done better and having to deal with the judgment of how you could have ended it better without being in that situation. Perry, who has produced 24 feature films, 20 stage plays, 17 television shows, and 2 New York Times bestselling books, owns one of the largest film studios in the country, Tyler Perry Studios, and has also earned a spot in the Billionaires Club, according to his website. The mogul also received the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award for his support through large-scale donations to the NAACP. Dixon says that he first met Perry at a studio opening party in 2019 while he was working at an events company. According to Dixon, Perry asked him if he was an actor, gave him his number, and said, "We'll talk about this." In early 2020, Dixon landed the role as Dale in Perry's BET series The Oval, appearing in 85 episodes between 2021 to 2025. A career move that he said that was something he always dreamed about. According to the civil complaint, when Dixon was working on the show, Perry began sending text messages to him, with some being sexual in nature. We did a whole video where I read through the lawsuit. You can find it on my podcast. You can find it here on my YouTube channel for those that want to know the details. In a statement to ABC News, Perry's lawyer, Matthew Boyd, said that this is an individual who got close to Tyler Perry for what now appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam. The attorney added, "Tyler will not be shaken down, and we are confident these fabricated claims of harassment will fail." Sidebar: if you've been on the fence about coming to my live show this Friday, and you're in the New York City tri-state area, you should come, because I have a Tyler Perry related story that I haven't mentioned anywhere else besides DC. And if you came to the DC show, don't say it, because if you do, you'll get blocked. But just confirm, like, oh yeah. Okay. So in January 2020, Dixon claims that Perry's physical behavior allegedly started resembling the tone of his text messages, with Dixon saying one alleged incident occurred when he was having drinks at the mogul's guest house. Instead of driving home that night, Dixon said Perry told him to stay in the guest quarters, which is when he said that the encounter took a turn, the lawsuit alleges. He says, "I got into bed and then I noticed that he climbed into bed with me as well and started rubbing my leg. I jumped out of bed. He had said, 'Turn around so I can look at you,' and just comment on how I looked. And then he got up and left. So I thought after that instance, it was pretty clear that I was not interested in that type of relationship," Dixon told ABC News. Then at the end of the second season of The Oval, Dixon's character was pow-pow-powed 4 times in the chest, which he said made him realize if I don't make him happy, I could stay dead on the show. After they had finished shooting the scene, Dixon claims that Perry invited him to have drinks in his trailer, where Dixon said that Perry allegedly asked if he was, quote, attracted to him. And if you see the text messages, especially because this is a work environment, some of the text messages that Tyler Perry allegedly was sending were inappropriate. Period. Full stop. Dixon said that Dixon, in what he said was an attempt to de-escalate the situation, said that he told the mogul that he was an attractive man, but he was not interested, which is when he claims the incident became physical. At one particular point, he told Tyler Perry, allegedly, that he was asexual, that he was not sexual at all, he was not interested in stuff like that, etc., etc. He says, that's when he pushed me up against the wall and grabbed my butt again. I remember leaving his trailer and calling my friend immediately and just feeling sick about it. Another incident between Dixon and Perry allegedly occurred in June of 2021 when Dixon claims that he was at Perry's home in Atlanta. During the visit, the mogul allegedly made several alcoholic beverages for him and demanded to know why Dixon was not having sex with anyone, the complaint said. Perry continued to probe with questions and insisted that the two were becoming increasingly drunk and it was time to end the night, according to the complaint. The mogul then led Dixon to the bathroom of the guest house where Dixon would be spending the night when Perry motioned to Dixon to come see a weight monitor that he had, the complaint said. According to Dixon, Perry then told Dixon needed to be in your underwear to measure. He reached down and pulled my underwear down and grabbed my butt, and I tried to stop him and pull back my underwear up, and he grabbed my arms and said, no, it's okay, just go with it. I said, stop, I don't want to be undressed. He said that I didn't know what to do in that moment and attempted to distract and de-escalate the situation. With Dixon, he's saying he eventually locked himself alone in the guest house bathroom. The actor said that he ended communication with Perry in the spring of 2024, and he decided to leave the Oval in September of 2024. He also said Losing It, a show he had been writing that the mogul owns the rights to, was never developed beyond the pilot. Then in January, Dixon filed a complaint with the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, a federal agency responsible for protecting workers from discrimination. Dixon said that he came up with the amount of $260 million in damages for his subsequent lawsuit for two reasons. Part of the number is my lost job, my lost income, and the loss of a show. The other part of that is a deterrent for how do you stop a billionaire who won't stop themselves from doing this. Dixon said that he hopes Perry takes accountability for what happened and that the lawsuit taught him to not treat your employees this way and to never use someone's dream to coerce them into a relationship that's not professional. When asked about justice, Dixon said it would look like thinking I've made a change and that something like this won't happen to another actor that works for him or another actor in the industry. That would be justice for me. I'll play you the clip that was released in regards to the Derek Dixon's interview with ABC News.
Explain that first alleged incident.
I got into bed and then I noticed that he climbed into bed with me as well and started rubbing my leg. And I jumped up out of bed. Unless someone's been through something where they have their control over their bodies taken away, you don't really understand the kind of feelings that you get in that moment.
Here's what stands out to me in regards to his interview, just the interview clip. We're body language experts, not really. However, we pay attention and we talk about body language. I do find his body language a little interesting, like constantly looking down while talking about this, but that could also be when you talk about victims of abuse, some of that comes from being abused. Not sure. Because he also had his own issues, because again, we went through this lawsuit and we go through the timeline of things. So there's a lot of stuff that Derek Dixon had gone through that might insinuate he's a victim of abuse, past abuse before Tyler Perry. SC says, I wonder what Tyler Lepley story he is in a lot of his movies. I wonder about all the people that are in Tyler Perry's movies. Now I look at these movies, like the recent one on Netflix, Destination Wedding, and I see like the good looking guys in there. I'm like, and again, some of these guys, I'm not saying that this is necessarily true, but some of these guys will be quiet, first of all, because to the world, they're known as straight. So they don't want to come out and say anything or that this happened to them because of, I'm a, machismo kind of thing. But also they want to continue to work because it's hard in this business, especially if you're a person of color. Derek Dixon's not a person of color, I don't believe. But a lot of the people that Tyler Perry employs are people of color, Black people. And that's their main check right now. Look at Tia Mowry's ex-husband, Corey Hardrick. He talked about how Tyler gave him this, his big opportunity Taraji P. Henson talked about like Tyler Perry is the only person to pay her what she's worth. She's like the most that she's made in this industry. So there's a lot of elements. There are a lot of elements when it comes to why someone might not come forward and why people remain quiet when it comes to these things. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up but if you saw the title, I also talked about Apple announced today. You know, they always have their Apple event, which I'm a big Apple person in regards to their products and things like that. I will say this, though, as a disclaimer. I was very disappointed in Tim Cook, who's the head of Apple, and all the tech bros that were at the White House and how they were sort of like, like just sort of like, it was so out of, no matter how you feel about on either side of it all. If you're just watching this without thinking about what party you are a part of, you're just looking at them like, are we in another dimension? Are we in another dimension? Because I'm looking at them and what they're saying to this man, it's clearly sucking up to this man. I'm going to give you an example. If you work in corporate America, or not even if you work in corporate, if you work for any job and you've seen something similar. Yes, very Black Mirror vibes, Slay Bay says. I was just sort of like, and then at one particular point, Tim Cook presented this very glass award to Donald Trump. And I was like, what? Huh? Citizen Morgan says, I wonder if them tech millionaires are in the Epstein files. Might be that. And here's the thing, the Democrats released, you saw the birthday card that Donald Trump allegedly, he's denying that's his signature, gave to Jeffrey Epstein. I think the Democrats only gave that out to sort of just give a little bit of something to make it seem like they're doing something. But I believe there are Democrats that are also implicated in those Epstein files, and they also do not want those Epstein files out. Clock that T, but we'll talk more about that on Friday. Don't forget the Kempire After Dark live experience is happening this Friday in New York City. If you haven't gotten your tickets, get your tickets. If you come in person, if you live in the New York City tri-state area, it's a Friday night. Don't be afraid to come on your own. Okay? But even if you do not live in the New York City tri-state area, or maybe you just don't want to come out the house. Okay, I get it. Or maybe something comes up and you're like, I can't make it. Buy the live stream ticket because you can watch it that night, but you can also watch it for a week. Go get your live stream ticket today. We'll be talking about a whole lot of stuff. Tomorrow night, I'm live on Instagram at 9 p.m. Eastern with the Brooke Ashley, talking about the show, but talking about a bunch of other stuff too. All right, so stay tuned for that. Listeners, I got my ticket. Yes. But back to this. Apple announced the iPhone Air. They also introduced their iPhone 17 lineup from the iPhone 17 to the iPhone 17 Pro. They announced a new watch, a new Ultra, Apple Watch Ultra. They also announced new AirPod Pros. Toy says, I'm getting my live stream ticket. Ticket information is available in the description. Here's the thing. I don't know if you guys saw this. The iPhone Air looks so beautiful. I'm streaming now from an iPhone 16 Pro. I will keep this phone, but this is my business phone. But I also have an iPhone 15 Pro Max. But let me tell you something. I might downgrade and get a iPhone Air because it was so sexy looking. I was like, this is sexy. I'm like, what is going on? And here's, in all honesty, although I'm a content creator, influencer, whatever you want to call me, YouTuber, whatever you want to call me, I don't know if I really maximize the pro features on my phone like that. They say the inside of the iPhone Air has pro. It's like a pro. The cameras, though, you only have like one camera. I have some more research to do when it comes to whether or not I will upgrade to the iPhone 17 Air. But they also introduced a iPhone 17 Pro that's like orange. It's like an orange color. I don't know if I love that color, but yeah. Auntie Eva says, that's a downgrade. Technically, it's kind of a downgrade because I have a Pro. And the Pro, yes, there are going to be elements that are going to be upgraded within the iPhone Air. But when it comes to the camera system, it definitely won't be the same level as a Pro. But then I'm thinking to myself, most of the time I'm using this front-facing camera. And again, I still have my business phone where I do a lot of my work on too. So, but yeah. Right, Alma says the orange was giving Halloween Party City. It wasn't a nice orange. I agree, especially when you see the in light. When you watch the event, it's different because they're presenting it in different light forms and they can control the lighting and things like that. But in real life, it didn't look that great to me. But I'm going to do more of my research. You guys, I implore you to do some research too if you're considering upgrading. But today, that was one of the big announcements. I already ordered the AirPods Pro 3 because what sold me was the live translation, meaning you can have your AirPods on and you could be having a conversation, like, I travel. I could be having a conversation with someone speaking Spanish to me. The AirPods, because now they're going to be powered by Apple AI, will be able to translate what they're saying in real time. I said, say what now? Denver, Sean, who I follow on Twitter, was like, wait till I get to the nail salon. You're going to have that on? Because, sometimes when you go to the nail salon, they're talking another language. I'll be like this, oh, really? You said what? Say what now? Toya said nail salon, baby. And they won't know. They're not going to know the difference. They're not going to know the difference. Or if you're on the train and someone's talking about you. I'm like, what they say? Of course, there are a bunch of other improvements as well that come along with it, with the AirPods Pro, but you can do your research in regards to that. But for me, that was like what sold me. I ordered it. My Galaxy Buds Pro do that already. We know Apple's behind Angel. We already know this, okay? Guys, we're almost at 300 likes. Thank you to everyone that has liked already. Thank you to everyone that's donated to our live stream. We appreciate it. If you're watching the replay of this, be sure to give us a like as well. Make sure you subscribe. We're almost at 550,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And if you're listening to the podcast version of this, be sure to give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Melanated and Tatted says that's a game changer for Apple. Yeah. I mean, the event itself was kind of like, eh. I will say this, based off this tour and doing all the meet and greets, quite a few of you in our community are Android users. I was so surprised. Everyone was taking pictures with me and I'm like, you got an Android? You got an Android? So many Android users. I don't blame you guys. I have to say the Samsung camera, every time I see those pictures, are out of this world. Essie says, wouldn't have guessed you're Apple pilled. I'm disappointed, Kempire. Well, sorry. I wish I cared in your disappointment. Whoa, whoa, whoa. If you think I care about your disappointment as a stranger, you must not know me by now. You must not know me by now. I'm so disappointed in you. Oh my gosh. I don't think I'll be able to sleep tonight. Please understand, I will sleep lovely. You may not because you're so unhappy, but I will. Sorry. Anyways, on that note, I'm going to bed. On that note, I'm going to take my shower and go to bed and be on my iPhone and my MacBook. And please understand, I will be going in this Friday during our live show. Okay. And my CCP said, I ain't leaving this era. No, this era will end at some particular point because I don't have the energy to be clapping back at every single damn person because some of y'all don't deserve it. Oh, N-Dub's packing for New York. N-Dub, when you get here. So nasty, so rude. You know how long I've had this cup? But you know I love Amsterdam. This is from Amsterdam. Okima says, no, it's your age. You are here. Damn. Well, I wish everyone luck then. Oh, this flavor of tea was peppermint. Rita got it for me. One of our lovely subscribers and members, Rita. She's bought me tea before. And she's bought me this tea before, too. And she got me a beautiful mug, too. And some of you, and I think it was my Atlanta show that got me tea as well. So I have a lot of tea. But I also have a lot of tea to spill this Friday. If you're in New York City, Tri-State Area, get your tickets today. But even if you're not, every single person here should get. Adrian, we read your name. We read your name. Did you know that? We read your name when we were talking about the people that got tickets. Get your tickets today. Yes, peppermint is good for digestion. Peppermint tea, ginger tea. I have to say, my stomach was not feeling the best, but since I drank this tea, I feel better. Thank you, Alma. If you want to know about my skincare routine, it's butter, and you can find out more and get 10% off with my discount code in the description of this video. Human, we did talk about Dr. Heavenly's son, but not in this video. I did a separate video earlier today where I talked about Dr. Heavenly's son and what we talked about it briefly here, but we talked about it more in that video. Peppermint tea helps with bloating. Well, I'm not bloated. Elle, go check out the video if you want to know what happened to Dr. Heavenly's son. What's my skincare? I did a video on here, guys, with my skincare. And I'm sometimes when I've gone live, I've shown some of those ads where I talk about my skincare routine. So, but September 19th, I have a special butter event happening online. So stay tuned for that when I get more details. Yes, if you want more detail, I did a video earlier today talking about more about Porsha and what's going on with her and Simon and his appeal being denied. I also talked about the Dr. Heavenly of it all. If they do not show this on Married to Medicine this season, it's clear that they just protect Dr. Heavenly. Because, like, girl. My moon is a Leo moon. I forget where my Mercury is. I don't remember where my Mercury is. Good night, Maloney. Again, for those who are watching the replay, check out the description. Don't forget to like the video. Thank you to all of you for being here. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. I will see you all Friday. I'll see you Friday because I don't know when I will be doing my Miami and OC recaps because I'm preparing for my live show Friday here in New York City. And of course, I will be talking about it. And talking about that interview that Kiki Monique did with Carlos. I watched it this morning. I was like, huh, okay. See you Friday, knick-knack. Everyone have a good night. Stay well, stay prayed up, and stay out of trouble. Bye, y'all.